have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Washington Wizards come in for this one. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? For Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to NBA basketball. You look at the Spurs facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
For the Spurs, you know, they've had a down year so far by their standards. I'm sure this wasn't where they pictured themselves being in the standings right now.
Well, they didn't picture themselves there, neither did I. I think most people, in fact, thought that this would be an elite team like they were a year ago. But it's been a drop-off, and they've got to pick themselves up off the mat.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Washington. Ball and Beal together in the backcourt. Gortat is out there with Humphries. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Out to the right wing. Nobody near Parker. And the three ball is good.
You know, the Spurs culture, really an example for the entire league, and you have to give a lot of credit to head coach Greg Popovich. Demands accountability and execution, while at the same time balancing that with a really great sense of humor and an authentic interest in his players as people, and that goes a long way. And he's got a great leadership team around him, his owner and general manager. They've been a terrific trio for almost 2 decades now.
And Washington has possession. After the basket by San Antonio. Humphries with a screen on Parker. And Pierce, here we go. Goes back up. It's another look. And it's finished off inside by Gortat. Gortat's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Outside, Green. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Parker outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And one of the factors in that game was they just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot cranked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
Well, the Wizards very high on their young, athletic backcourt of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Both so young and lively, they run the floor and score. I get the feeling they feel like the backcourt is really the foundation for this franchise moving forward.
That one misses. And Beal with his great outside shooting, and nice compliment to John Wall.
You know, you watch Wall, how much he's improved as a shooter. He's best really attacking off the dribble. Beal spacing the floor, they make a nice 1-2.
Splitter with the ball. Gortat covering. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization in the NBA. So many individuals who worked in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or in the front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. I think that speaks volumes to what that group has been able to do in winning at a high level.
Good on both. And you look at all the head coaches and front office executives who have come out of the Spurs organization. They are sprinkled guys throughout the NBA. And, Steve, almost half the teams in the league have some kind of fingerprint from the Spurs.
So it's a copycat league. And the Spurs winning culture, and all the cross-pollinating that goes on in the NBA and the relationships. And I think in the end, you know, the result is good for the league. You want as many well-run franchises as possible.
Here's Parker after the basket by Washington. Dishes it to Splitter. Back to Parker. Pocket 6. Sinks the triple. Parker's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Spurs.
A good open look. He splashes home the 3.
Outside, Wall. Gortat with the screen for Pierce. Back to Wall. Pass to Pierce. Outside, Wall. 3-pointer, and he gets it to go. Wall's got himself going with the triple, his his first basket of the game.
And this is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Feeds to Anderson. Now the dish to Duncan. Parker outside. Duncan with his screen on Wall. It's a two from Parker. Gortat with the rebound.
Couldn't convert. Nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Pierce inside the three-point line. Again, the Wizards score.
You know, he seemed a bit cold. The shots haven't been falling for him early on.
San Antonio trailing here. Parker kicks to Green. Duncan with the screen for Green. Back to Parker. Lots of room. Rebound by the Wizards. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
It was a very one-sided matchup last year, that's for sure. They came up empty against this club on the road and in the game played in their home building.
Outside, Green. No good. And it's Washington the other way. Gortat with a screen on Anderson. It's Wall with the drop. Can change shot, and there's the nice layup by Gortat. Gortat's got 6. Spurs trailed by 4. Steve, moments ago talking about last year's meeting, that was probably hard to swallow for a team that was typically the one doing the sweeping, but not getting swept.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, there's still no shame in losing twice to these guys. It happened to a lot of teams, even some very good ones, so they need to keep their heads high.
Defense sagged off, and he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Washington's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. It's blocked by Duncan.
This quarter has really been off the mark. It's a little bit unsettled.
Tries to save it, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Hot shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time defensive player of the year. I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up here, Russell, in terms of the greatest interior defenders of all time.
These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. 5th in field goal percentage. 6th in assists, and they're in the top 10 in rebound. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
Now, to me, this game comes down to one thing, and that's creating high percentage shots time and again. And Clark, you talked about that field goal percentage. That's an impressive number. So this is obviously a very well-coached team. They play hard, they play together, and when they're shooting the ball well like they have been, they're tough to beat.
Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, and both in terms of his game and his personality. He's just a winner and a leader. But he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. And Duncan drops them both.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated, and in many ways he can lead without saying a word. Well, I tell you what, it was the good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Now here's Parker. 6 points for him. Duncan left side. Back to Parker. Parker right side. For San Antonio, they've been all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaw's checked in. Wall draws the double. Beal gets a wide open look. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And the Wizards lead by 4.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Now here's Diaw. His last outing he had 8 points. Anderson passes to Duncan. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Now, Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they open the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that pass.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
So it's Washington now, following the bucket by the Spurs. And while we have a change here of the teams that have swung away the most shots this season. Number 5, the Spurs.
And I think a lot of it has to do with their defensive schemes, guys, because they rotate beautifully and somebody is always there to protect the basket.
No good on the free throw.
Boy, stone cold at the free throw line so far. They've been awful.
Yeah, and they can ill afford to give all those points away from the strike.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Baynes is checked in. Belinelli comes in for Anderson. Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Tony Parker. Now here's Joseph. 9 points last game. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
This is beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here's Wall. He has 5. Here's the feed for Beal. Renee setting the pick for Beal. 6 on the shot clock. On baseline, Jay can't get it to go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree it was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court on D. The kind of hustle that pays off big time for them.
Wall dishes to Seraphin. At the Wall. Beal with a screen on Ginobili. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
And I agree with you. You got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that. But they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Porter's checked in for the Wizards. Miller comes in for John Wall.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
And it's Miller penetrating. Butler kicks to Porter. He wants to get it to Nene and does. Drilled from 6 feet. And the Wizards lead by 3. Spurs have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Porter against Ginobili. They set the screen. Kicks to Belinelli. Here's Joseph. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Wizards leading by 3. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Randy Whitman. Doris, what do you have to say?
He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult it is to contain shooting guard Manu Ginobili. He told me Ginobili is one of those right-brain scorers. He just sees the game just slightly differently. An angle to get by his man or an opportunity to draw contact. And of course, he can really do it all. Drive, shoot, and pass. Kevin, Ginobili, without a doubt, one of the more well-rounded and competitive players in the entire league.
Thank you, Doris.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
And how is the way shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here and check it out. Now that the mid-season grind is well underway, take a look at the Warriors. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs, 7 games back.
You know, checking out San Antonio, they've struggled to get back to the form they had last year. And I think it's beginning to take a toll on them.
I agree, Clark. And sometimes, you know, when you're a top team one year, the next year you come back, everybody's got a target on you, and they can't wait to play you. And I think that's what's happened with this club. I mean, they have not handled the expectations very well.
Porter, no luck.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Nice shot by Ginobili.
He's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Here's Miller. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Daye, the pass to Butler. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there. Joseph with the ball, averaging 10 points per contest. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Ginobili outside. Diaw, the screen. 6 to shoot. Ginobili outside. There's Baynes. And stolen by Miller. And here we go. Washington fast break and fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot two. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, you take a look at the numbers, guys. They're shooting 74% on the season.
And, guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
And Ginobili, here we go. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Wizards.
Next Monday night, January 5th, Kevin Durant of the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
In the backcourt, Parker and Ginobili. Matt Bonner is out there at Duncan. And it's Belinelli in at the 3. It's the San Antonio 5. Parker kicks to Ginobili. And stolen by Miller. Here is Bonner. And it's Duncan penetrating. And count the basket. He is fouled. And he's going to the line for one more.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
Daniel Green checked in for San Antonio. And then for Washington, Chris Humphries has checked in for Butler. And it's John Wall in for Andre Miller. Wizards leading by 4.
Well, Tim Duncan, when asked about his retirement plans right after the 2013 final, refused to dignify the question with the response. Last season's Spurs run answered loudly enough.
Shot clock at 6. On the stripe. And good. And it takes a loose bounce off the right iron and down. And it's 7 points for John Wall. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And for Duncan, the Spurs, year after year, people write them off. And Steve, they keep proving them wrong.
It's incredible. I mean, I think I wrote them off 4 years ago, and here they are continuing to just be an elite team in the NBA. And Duncan, one of the big reasons for it. He seems to get better and better, and he loves the game. He continues to stay in great shape and compete. Who knows how long he'll go.
And the Spurs making a change here. Anderson's checked in. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Duncan. Shot is off. Gortat with the defensive effort. Pass to Pierce. Banked in off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
And guys, they can continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half. Just piling up points in the league.
Parker drives in. Duncan dishes to Parker. Anderson outside. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
And, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton, 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
Pierce with a wide open look. And Gortat kicks to Pierce. Here's Humphries. No good off the front iron.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Parker outside. Anderson against Pierce. It's Anderson with the drive. No luck. Wizards leading by 8. All with it. He's picked up by Parker. Humphries the pass to Pierce. Humphries dishes the wall. Pierce kicks the wall. Just 4 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull up from the right elbow. The defender decides to sag off or go under the screen, and if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
And so Wall nails both of them. And Wall has some big men to work with running that pick and roll. And they very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
Green against Beal. Back to Parker. Duncan with the screen for Parker. And here's Green outside. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Parker. Green's got his second bucket of the night. Washington leading now by 7. Outside, Wall. Gortat with the screen on Parker. Gortat with the screen for Wall. And there's the pass to Humphries. Beal gets a wide open look. And another miss by Washington.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
They set the pick. And it's Parker in the corner. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. There's no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
He kicks to Duncan. Anderson outside. Parker outside. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. And it's good. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Splitters checked in for San Antonio. All with it. He's picked up by Parker. Humphries with the bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Here's Parker. 8 points for him. Green with a screen on Wall. 5 on the clock. The drive by Green. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Humphries has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, as you know, Tony Parker is now an elder statesman in the NBA. His father feels as if he's been a mature force since he started playing at the French Training Institute. Parker's father said, quote, "I don't think you can get any more mature than that. Leaving home at 14, you have to become a man on your own." Guys?
Thanks, Doris.
Tremendous tremendous dedication to the game. It's great to remember just how far he's come.
Duncan with a screen on Wall. Parker passes to Green, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got 4 assists now tonight.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper, and that was the key to that play.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Well, you talk about the elite point guards in the NBA. A lot of times Tony Parker's game gets overlooked. Something about playing in San Antonio seems to keep you off the radar, but make no mistake, Parker is a true star and, most importantly, a proven winner.
Now Gortat, he's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Ayres dishes to Wall. Here's Gortat, and foul call as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Parker Clark, a 6-time All-Star, 3-time NBA champion, heavily decorated player.
Yeah, he really is. But he's shooting to become the Spurs' first 20-year guy. Now, how crazy would that be? He came to the Spurs in 19. He's got an outside chance at it. He says his body feels great. And the way Pop manages minutes for his guys, he thinks he can play at a high level for a long time. That'll be fun to watch to see if it happens.
Good story.
Yeah.
Marcin Gortat, the Polish Hammers. You like him, I know, but the 57th pick back in 2005.
He's just a quality starting center. He's 6'11", center, score, and really a good pickup.
And that one's good. Parker.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Wizards leading by 7. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Beal. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Washington.
And Gortat got his rebounding back up last season. Consistent double-double guy in the middle. Turned 30 last season. Still very much in the prime of his career.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Wall kicks to Pierce. Gortat with the screen for Pierce. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Pierce has got 4 points this quarter.
And Gortat, a strong finisher inside, can shoot out to about 15 feet. Do a lot worse at the center. Key for him is to stay home.
Over in the corner, Green. Anderson against Pierce. They set the pick. Parker drives in. And shot opportunity. Splitter, that's good. Splitter's got 6.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Parker against Wall. Pierce kicks to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Gortat, the pass to Wall. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Humphries, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Duncan with a screen on Humphries. A 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by John Wall. Wall's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's Pierce in the corner. The trade. Here's Humphries. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
And he gets it to go.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys. And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Baynes is checked in. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. Belinelli, he's checked in for Anderson. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Daniel Green. And it's Butler missing. And for Boris, Diaw, and Parker, they grew up together. And they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. And I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France, definitely in that upper echelon.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Beal gets a wide open look. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
He's just been ice cold. He cannot find the range.
Parker outside. Pass to Blair. Back to Parker. Here's Joseph. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Wizards with the lead. And here's Miller. Setting the pick for Miller. Beal gets a wide open look. Misses off the right eye.
I'll tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Belinelli dishes to Baynes. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And the Spurs lead by 1.
He kind of threaded the needle with that pass into the paint.
Miller outside. Butler on the way. The three. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
And Beal kicks to Miller. He feeds it to Butler. Daye setting the pick for Butler. To snap the cold streak. Doesn't go either for Butler.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Shot's good for Seraphin. Oh, here's Parker. He's got 13. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Dishes it to Baynes. Joseph. He's covered by Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Parker's shot is off. Now Daye, averaging 10 points per contest. Pass to Beal. A 10-footer finds the target. And now it's a 3-point Wizards lead. Here's Joseph. And the first half ends in a close one. Wizards lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you haven't seen much work put in off the bench thus far. When we see that second unit after the break, what are you hoping to see from them?
I just want to have a semblance of motion so that they know where they're going, that the ball moves, they don't play in a crowd. Just basically see if they know what they're doing.
We'll see, Coach. Thanks for the time. Guys.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. They'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following. Second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
I loved his approach, guys. He came out aggressively, took the ball into the teeth of the defense, and either got points at the rim or drew fouls.
Most of the time he's been drawing fouls. He has the free throw total to show for it, as well as a few nicks and bruises.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Ball and Beal together in the backcourt. Ayres is out there with Humphries. And it's Gortat in at the 5.
John Wall is 6'4", 39-inch vertical leap, and long arms to boot. He's an elite physical specimen when it comes to the point guard position.
And Wall, a blur, guys, in the open court. Perhaps the fastest player in the league end-to-end. He is devastating in transition.
He's so tough to stop around the league, even in the half court. He gets ahead of steam going. He can get into the lane and then finish with either hand. So, man, he is tough to stop.
Feeds it to Beal. Wall gets to Pierce. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And it's 9 points for Paul Pierce.
That's like a layup from him. He's just wide open out there.
Tucker with Duncan with the screen on Wall. Outside, Green. Oh, good on the triple.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
The shot by Pierce will not go. Spurs trailed by 5. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Spurs coach Greg Popovich is so highly respected by his peers. Under coach Scott Brooks said there are 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Pop winning 50 games. Dallas coach Rick Carlisle called him, quote, the best coach in any sport ever and the smartest man in the history of the world. Kevin, he wasn't joking.
High praise indeed. Hey, Doris. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. Great scorer, shoot, drive, and get to the line.
It's Wall with the drop. There's the dish to Beal. There's the 3. The kick out to Wall. Outside, Pierce. And there's the feed to Wall. Pierce kicks to Beal. Lock at 6. Another shot, and that one's good. Beal's got 9. And Paul Pierce's always love those home.
Yeah, he's such a good ball handler. He's so crafty in getting to his spots, being able to put the defense on his heels. Not overly athletic. He's never one to overwhelm you with athleticism. Man, can he play some basketball.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Gortat with the screen on Parker. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Back to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Splitter passes to Parker. Kicks it to Splitter. Spurs passing it around. Double team on Parker, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month. In the 3rd position, the Wizards.
Tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity. We'll see if they can make it happen.
Washington calls timeout. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told Gortat that he wants their offense to run through him. The coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy in this game, getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And Antonio calls timeout.
Gortat never really felt at home in Phoenix this year, but he got a lot of his bounce back to step when he was traded to the Wizards, where he was really a great fit alongside that young backcourt.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Outside, Green. Pass to Splitter. Outside, Green. Misses off the left iron.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Pierce kicks the wall. It's Beal on the wing. Gortat inside. Here is Parker. 17 points in the game. On the wing, Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down again. He did make 2 in the first half.
Beal gets a wide got 4 points in the quarter. Spurs trailed by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Duncan with the screen for Parker. The pass to Duncan. Excellent D there from Pierce. Wizards have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Beal dishes to Gortat. Beal, the pass to Pierce. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Green. Nobody back. It's down. The breakaway slam.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they want. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Pierce with 3. Rebound San Antonio. Now Parker averaging 16 points a game. He kicks it to Green. Back to Parker for 3. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Humphries has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Wall. Here we go now. All alone. Humphries, no good.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Parker against Wall. Splitter gets to Anderson. Parker outside. Parker with another miss.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
San Antonio needs to do a better job guarding against the ball.
He has 12 points, and he's doing a good job distributing the ball as well.
Now, you can't discount what that's meant to this team. He's helped their cause with his passing, and it's really given his team a nice groove.
And the Spurs with some changes. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. And Ginobili in for Anderson. And a switcher also for Washington. Porter's checked in.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
Parker, a screen on Porter. Duncan trying to break loose. He got right to the cup using that screen.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Wall kicks to Pierce. Gortat with the screen for Pierce. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. He dishes it to Ginobili. Passes it to Parker. He feeds it to Butler. Baseline J, no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. And Wall kicks to Porter. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Green.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Gortat with the screen for Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good. Duncan with some nice deep. San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Over in the corner, Green. Duncan with a screen on Wall. Here's Potter. It's rebounded by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dishes it to Porter. Pass to Humphries. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Let's take a look at Tim Duncan's numbers. Lately, he's been untouchable. He's been in the zone. You see how his performances match up. 10th in rebounding. And he's also blocked enough shots to put him in the top 15 in that important defensive category.
And Steve, I think where he's ranked on the rebounding list tells you a lot about his game right now. I mean, he's a smash mouth glass eater.
Pierce misses. Shot is good.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a three in the first.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Parker with him. He's picked up by Wall. Ginobili, that's for two. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Feeds it to Humphries. Porter dishes to Pierce. Outside Pierce. Baseline try, and the jumper is on the mark. And now a 9-point Washington lead. And San Antonio shooting down near the 40% mark since after. They've been slow getting going. Ginobili outside. There's the dish to Parker. Parker left side. Shot from the wing. And that one's good. Parker's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Gortat with the screen for Wall. It's Pierce on the wing. Wants to get it to Humphries and does. Porter kicks the Wall. Left side, Wall. Right at the free throw line. Good D by Parker.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Here's Green. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Been a good night for Green. He's got 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
His outside stroke is really good today.
Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. And the Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for three-pointers made in the final.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Baynes is checked in. Diaw comes in for Butler. Belinelli, he's checked in for Ginobili. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Parker. Here's Nene. That one off the back iron and out. And for Danny Green, guys, quality defender at either wing position. And, you know, Steve, as you like to say, a floor spacer offensively.
That's right. Two-way guys, Kevin. Two-way players. That's what the playoffs are all about. You think about the success Green has had the last couple of seasons, defending star players at one end, knocking down big threes at the other. Wow, what a player he's become.
Porter, with nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Porter's got his first points of the game.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that. He's that open.
And Joseph kicks to Diaw. The feeds to Joseph. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Wizards. Seraphin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter with it. Picked up by Joseph. And here's Miller. Now here's Porter. Daye setting the pick for Porter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Porter.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the strike. That's good stuff. That's well done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it to Green. Now here's Joseph. Defense right on him. And that one goes long.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Diaw with the steal. Gortat goes. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Wizards up by 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are.
Next Wednesday, January 7th, Marcus.
And here now is our State Farm assist to the game, and Steve coming earlier on a 3-pointer.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good passes tonight, some on the interior. This one inside, setting up his teammate perfectly for that three-point look.
Spurs trailed by 8. Diaw is out there with Baynes. Then there's Belinelli. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Anderson. And it's Humphries. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And Belinelli kicks to Joseph. 6 to shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Joseph's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Spurs. Miller, the pass to Daye. Stolen by Joseph. And stolen by Miller. Right side, Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. And the Wizards lead by 8. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Boy, defensively, they've played with high energy level, guys. And all the steals we've seen are really a result of that aggressiveness.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They had a bunch of second chance points.
6 to shoot. Pass to Joseph. Ayres from the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Miller with the ball. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Beal dishes to Miller. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Butler. Butler missing again. Spurs trail by 6. And Belinelli gets to Baynes. Rebound, Washington.
Boy, that's 2 easy points you've just given away.
Daye, right side. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. On the pass to Belinelli. To the left wing. Here's Diaw. Drops in the layup for 2. Washington leading now by 4. Miller kicks to Beal. Daye setting the pick for Beal. He dishes it to Daye. The rebound by Anderson. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now, here's Joseph. Covered by Miller. Off the screen. Joseph, that's good. Now, just a 2-point Wizards lead.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one. Well, I tell you what, Kyle Anderson out of UCLA was one of the most productive and most unique players in the 2014 draft. His beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I love his game. He's not a great athlete or defender. All he does is make winning plays. He's a 6'9" point forward, excellent rebounder, passes at a very high level, sees things 2 or 3 frames ahead. In the right system with the right coach, this guy could be very special.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to hear what Randy Whitman was saying to the team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high percentage looks.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Kyle Anderson finding a great fit with the San Antonio Spurs. His game often compared with that of Diaw, who was so important in the finals against Miami last season.
You heard me mention before that you don't have to be a great athlete to be a really good basketball
I like
player.
that comment.
Diaw is an example of that. Chris Mullin is an example. Larry Bird. Magic Johnson was not an off-the-charts athlete, but a fantastic basketball player. Kyle Anderson. Slow motion. He is nice. I'm telling you, this kid has tremendous talent. Does everything. Does not anything smooth. Oh, so smooth. I love watching him operate. Just the kind of player that will fit in nicely inside.
And
okay if you leave him enough room outside.
Ginobili outside. He's hit again, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Paul Pierce.
Well, another good game tonight for Duncan. 11 rebounds and 2 blocks. What a force he's been in the paint.
He's gotten himself into the air so often to block shots and rebound. He's really controlled that area.
Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch. Elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. Last season they missed about a month with the right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
Here is Parker. Kicks it out to Ginobili. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Wizards leading by 3. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off-seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
Well, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body. And it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
Parker, a screen on Beal. Ginobili against Beal. Out to Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Ginobili.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half, comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
And he gets it to go. And that's 15 points here for Beal.
Clearly, he's shaken off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
Parker dishes the splitter. He kicks it to Ginobili. Rebound, Washington. Humphries has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Pierce. Here's Wall, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Boy, Chris Humphries is clearly not flashy. He is a worker on and off the court. He's always been a strong rebounder, especially on the offensive end. Never afraid to get in there and battle. Never shies away from contact. If you want to get physical, he's not backing down.
Ginobili against Beal. Passes it to Parker. Shoots from the corner. They get it again. Splitter. Off target at the rim. Wizards leading by 5. Outside, Wall. Fades and shoots. And that one's good by Gortat.
Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here.
Stolen by Pierce. It's Wall with the drive.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Paul Pierce, a 16-year veteran, and last season his first not in a Celtics uniform. It took some getting used to, both for him and for us.
And so John Wall nails both of them.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Now Parker. Duncan outside. Out to the wing. And here's Anderson in the arc. And it's Humphries with the rebound. Humphries has got the glass cover here tonight. 11 boards for him.
Well, you just had the love and reception from Pierce and KG in the first game back in Boston. No surprise there. The fans there, some of the best in the league. And they showered those guys with tremendous love, cheers, and appreciation. Well deserved for what they've contributed. The Celtics, certainly has NBA.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop him from getting through.
That was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds.
Parker drives in.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Oh, he blew the easy two by profile, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Pass to Humphries, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And Steve, no less than the great Celtic John Havlicek dubbing Paul Pierce as the greatest one-on-one scorer in Celtics history.
Yeah, the 10th overall pick back in 1998. What a find. You could argue that he and Dirk Nowitzki are the two best players drafted that year.
He's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is to keep trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
He feeds it to Gortat, and the shot is good. Gortat's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. Duncan with the screen for Ginobili to end the run. Duncan outside. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Puts it up. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Ginobili's got 9 points here in the second half. Wizards leading by 9. Outside, Wall. This is to Pierce. At the wall. Feeds to Humphries. A rebound by the Spurs. Ginobili's got 4 rebounds in this game. And finished off by Anderson.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
And yet he still made it look pretty good.
And that one's good by Gortat.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And, that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Duncan with the screen on Humphries. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Shot clock at 6. Pointer shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists tonight.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Beal the pass to Gortat. The dish to the wall. Back to Gortat. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Able to corral one there, but overall they're -10 for the game. Really losing the battle of the ball.
Duncan left side. And that's a foul. Hold on, Chris Humphries. That'll be his second foul of the game. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one's good. And the Washington leads go down just 4 points with a bucket from Tony Parker. Wizards have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. And Wall.
Oh, get it!
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Ginobili with the ball. Now Pierce defending. Duncan with his screen on Beal. Anderson dishes to Splitter. Lets it go with the 3. Buries it. What a beautiful shot to pull him to within 3.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Out to the right lane. Puts one up from 19. Humphries, no good.
Not a bad look at the boot. Couldn't get it to bounce in.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
approach this situation.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management is crucial.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Parker outside. Gortat with the rebound. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Right on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Anderson. And so it's the Wizards with the W. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game. March in.